long it take to get an op back? All my niggas outside, steak, bitch, we out back.
To kiss, someone to miss, when you're away through here, gone each day, to be loved, wow, what a feeling, to be loved, some wish to be a king or a queen.
Hello, everybody. I am the official urban therapist. Appreciate you tuning in to this Motivational Monday. Happy Valentine Days. Happy Valentine Day to those of you who celebrate the holiday, and for others, of course, it is Motivational Monday. But nevertheless, appreciate y'all tuning in. Now today, the reason why Urban is not on camera right now because I'm still getting over this little cold or wherever this was that I had last week. So I'm still kind of getting over this. You probably can hear it in my voice and stuff too. As I'm speaking, I'm still up here sipping on some coffee with honey and everything else in it. So I just didn't feel like coming up today. But nevertheless, I am here today to deliver this Motivational Monday message to y'all on Valentine's Day, all right? Mark, I see you, bro. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you tuning in like always, bro. So, today on this Motivational Monday, the title of this is simply saying, where is your Akeem or Lisa? And I found this pretty fitting for me to go ahead and use this particular scene off of the Coming to the America movie. Because it's real fitting. Because if y'all know about this scene on the movie, this is the scene where the scene where Hakeem had finally went on a date with Lisa, right? And so after he went on the date with Lisa, he danced with her and they kissed and stuff. And so after that, that's where you find Hakeem singing this song. Because that was a song that was playing when they was dancing together. But yeah. Well, it do supposed to be tea and honey, Mark, but I didn't want no tea today. I wanted coffee. Yeah, I wanted some coffee. So I just made some coffee and mixed it with honey. And I mixed my coffee with honey and what else? Sugar, cinnamon, and a pinch of cayenne pepper. But yeah. But yeah, anyway, yeah. Like I say, y'all, I wanted to do this Motivational Monday based on this for the simple fact that I've been going into, normally just the YouTube streets, but I also been noticing on social media, period, that there has been a huge demand for Valentine's Day to be not only boycotted, but to be canceled, and all these different reasons. One of the main reasons is based on the manosphere side, where they're saying that Valentine's Day is a day for men to to be the ultimate simp towards women, where they end up spending up all their money on purchasing gifts for a woman. Why the woman don't necessarily reciprocate in the same manner. And on the women's perspective, they're saying that these different men who are simping and stuff, they're not doing it out of being genuine about it. All they're doing is they're just trying to get something out of it in return. And the one thing they're trying to get out of return is any type of gift, where if it's like a gift like a game console, video game, shoes, wherever it is, wherever type of gift it is, they're just saying that they're just trying to get a gift out of it. So that's why they participate in it. And not to mention that February is also the time where coming towards mid-February, this is the time where everybody starts to receive their income tax as well too. So that's what they're saying on both sides. That ultimately, everybody is just either simping or they're just trying to get something out of this February 14th Valentine's Day holiday. So therefore, a lot of the modern day men and women, they're trying to either boycott or cancel the whole holiday altogether. What's up with it, Trey? What's up with it, bro? So how do y'all feel about it? Do y'all think February 14th Valentine's Day should be boycotted? Do y'all think this holiday should be canceled? Now, I would tell y'all this, though. A long, long time ago, back when I was in my super religious ways, I used to be on this boycott thing where I wanted to boycott normally Valentine's Day, but I just want to boycott holidays, period. Because at that time, through my previous religious beliefs, I believe that our holidays was considered as pagan. And that was in the past during my religious time. I believe that our holidays was pagan and stuff. It was a paganistic practice and it had nothing to do with God or anything like that. So yeah, I was in my boycott mood where I wanted every holiday to be canceled. All of them, including birthdays. But as I start maturing and start evolving even more to where I'm at right now. Not I develop a different perspective about all these different holidays now. Where at the point now, these holidays, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't put me into a negative space unless I allow it to put me into a negative type of space. And also, I can understand, where people coming from, from these different type of holidays, where if they want to believe in it or participate in it or not, you know. What's up? What's up, Jay? Yeah, everything. Back in that time, it was everything. It didn't matter what it was. Graduations, anniversaries, all this stuff there. Yeah, I was going all in with all that. But I didn't change a lot too, because I didn't develop a different perspective about it. Yeah, I heard that, Mark. I heard that. Nah, well, what you thought I said, Mark? Well, what's in mind, Mark? You got to keep in mind that I'm still kind of getting over this cold or whatever too. So I'm sounding kind of hoarse too. So, but yeah. So that's how I personally felt about it in the past. But now my perspective about it changed a whole lot. Now, especially with Valentine's Day. Now, one of the biggest arguments about Valentine's Day is that many people believe that Valentine's Day shouldn't be just practiced just only on this particular day, but it should be practiced every single day. Now, this argument, I actually agree with that. I actually agree with that argument that it should be practiced and orchestrated every single day. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong when February 14th come around for you to participate in if that's something that you want to do. If you want to do that, if you want to participate in it, then by all means, ain't nothing wrong with it at all. It's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with um, showing appreciation to the person who you care about, to that significant other who you care about, who you love, who is your as y'all say, y'all ride or die, the person who's there for you every step of the way throughout the whole entire year or years or however way you put it. It's nothing wrong with showing that. It's nothing wrong with activating what is known as the what's that the affirmations five love language, whatever you call that. It's nothing wrong with doing that. Yes, nothing wrong with especially your love language towards the person. There's nothing wrong with that, from my perspective. But I believe that a lot of people who express negative feelings towards Valentine's Day or express negative feelings towards love itself, I believe that they're coming from a space of being hurt. They're coming from a space where at one point in time they believed in it, they practiced it, but ended up getting into a relationship that wasn't fruitful. And so therefore it created a whole different reality for them. I used to be in this space too, where at one point in time I had believed in love. I'm not believing, unconditional love and all this stuff, and I believe in showing affection and everything. Until one day I end up experience a traumatic experience for just for myself, dealing with relationships. Those of y'all already know, y'all been following me when I went through my whole divorce spiel and stuff. That was one of the worst traumatic experiences that I ever experienced in my life. So it had put me into a space where I didn't believe in love anymore. My trust was all the way down, and I was hurt, and all these different other type of things. Then to make matters worse, instead of me trying to find healing within myself, I started tethering myself to other people or other said groups who had the same interests. You know what I'm saying? That's how the way I was feeling it in that moment. Where since other people was feeling the same way, I started tethering myself to these other type of people, and it became my immediate reality. And I believe that's what happened with a lot of people too. They instead of them trying to go through the process of really trying to heal, they try to first find out answers or try to find someone to someone who are similar to them, I guess, if that makes any sense. And so, confine within them, people who are similar to them, to confine into the similar thing that they're going through. To try to find answers instead of trying to really go through the process of really healing from wherever that type of traumatic experience that happened to you. And I was in that space at one period of time. And I really was in that space. But when I finally realized that I was in that space and I really need to heal, that's when I would start going through the process of really trying to heal myself. And now I'm fully healed, and now knowing I'm fully healed, I have forgiven the things that happened in the past, not only for myself, but for the other person that was involved in it. And furthermore, now I am married. so now right back into the same game again. So, but yeah. Yeah, who hurt me, Trey? Well, a lot of things hurted me, Trey. But overall, I can't just say that it was just a person who hurted me. But overall, it's just through my life experiences dealing with relationship. And furthermore, not only it was just my life experiences, but it was also through my upbringing with dealing with relationships. And I believe a lot of us, we're like this too. Part of our experiences with relationships, parents has a part of it, or they have a role in it. If you went to a household where if you're in a household where your parents, such as your father and mother, they're very toxic, and you could see that as a child, they're very toxic. Or you're in a single parent household where your mother is there taking care of you and your siblings, and there's no one father in the household, and your mother's resembling toxic energy towards men, then that's going to eventually, it's going to take an impact on you, because as a child, you're going to mimic that. And eventually you're going to replicate that same type of behavior as your mom. And they're going to end up becoming your immediate reality as you enter into, your teenage years and into your adult years as well too, in relationships. Unless you see something different about it that causes you to change, or want to do something different. But the bad part about that is that even when we reach into our adult years, in most cases, it takes for a traumatic type of experience in our adult years for us to really realize, that we've been traumatized. And yeah, I do need a tissue tray, by the way, because I'm so stopped up right now. But yeah, it takes for us dealing with a traumatic experience in our adult years and stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? To really realize that we have been in a toxic relationship. The reason why I know about this, because once again, this is just my experience, why I have experience, personally. Yeah, I get you on that, bro. Probably wear those bandanas now, bro. Yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah. Do you know what, Mark? It did to me a long while to get over a lot of my experiences dealing with relationship. It took me a while too. It wasn't like a overnight type thing for me at all. Yeah, it really wasn't. Yeah, validation of feelings. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. So yeah, just like I was saying, I can understand, where people are coming from when they where they're in a space right now where they just say forget Valentine's Day, um, forget this holiday, different things like that. Oh, another thing too that I just want y'all to take into consideration as well is that sometimes people feel the way that they feel about Valentine's Day is because maybe they loved ones have passed away either on this holiday or prior before this holiday, and it just bring back a traumatic experience. Just imagine you being in a relationship with a person, and y'all do share a strong love, or soulmates, or however way you want to call it, right? And then all of a sudden their life ended prematurely. That their life just ended up on prematurely. And so now, while you're on social media, you're seeing everybody else celebrating this holiday with their significant loved ones. They're bragging about the gifts that they're giving, or they're bragging about this person taking them out somewhere or going to dinner. So however the case may be, and your significant loved one had passed away. So it puts them into that feeling of being, sad. It puts them into a grieving state as well. And also at the same time, it make them feel, jealous as well too, because this other person is experiencing this type of feeling a connection, and they don't have that anymore because they lost the person who they really connected with. And then on top of that, when you lose a person like that, it's difficult to enter back into another relationship like that, especially if you share a bond, which it wasn't toxic or anything like that. It was a really good common bond. So it's real hard entering right back into another relationship, like that and stuff for them. So that is something to consider as well. Which, like I say, I understand them parts and stuff too. Now it's something else I wanted to talk to y'all about. I want to talk to y'all about this thing about unconditional love versus conditional love. Now throughout my past, if y'all been knowing me throughout my past, I've been talking a lot about the difference between conditional love and unconditional love. But lately, there has been a huge push about the difference between unconditional love and conditional love. And the huge push has been that there's no such thing as unconditional love, that relationship always requires some type of conditions or requires some type of terms or endearment. And so many people rebuttals, especially mine, behind that is that unconditional love is the same type of feeling of love that you'll want to give for your loved ones, such as your children or your family or anything like that and stuff. Where it's no type of conditions involve in it. It is what it is. You're not going to stop loving your children because they did something wrong to you or they hurt you or anything like that. You're still going to love them no matter what. So therefore, if it's like that with your children, then why can I be like that with a person that you love, whether if it's a man or a woman that you love? Why it can't be the same exact way? And so many other retractors, they'll come back and say, well, where everything is based on conditions, even at the moment where you engage into the initial relationship phase, when you're courtshiping, when you're courting or getting to know the person, different things like that. You begin to tell that person certain things that you like, certain things that you don't like. And this happening while you're in a relationship, and this also occur all the way up to the point where you're at the altar getting married, and you do the same thing, what is known as vows at the altar, where you vow to do this and you vow to do different things like that. And they're saying that that's a conditional, or that's a form of a contract, that you're saying, hey, I vow to do all these different type of things, and if I break that vow or if I break that oath, then that's a termination, period. So, yeah. Yes, so that's a turn to breaking that oath or breaching the contract because you're not following these type of conditions. Now, from that point of view, like I say, I can understand where the retractors about unconditional love is coming from, because it's what they're saying is it's pretty valid. I mean, I don't knock them for that. It's very valid. So what it caused me to do, it caused me to redefine conditional. Well, it caused me to redefine what is unconditional love versus conditional love. That's what it caused for me to do. So I had to go back and figure out another logical explanation behind unconditional love was reasonable, for reasonable for me, but it could be understandable for everybody else too. You know what I'm saying? So I went through the process, and I was trying to really, really find this out. So I came up with a conclusion about this. The conclusion that I came up with unconditional love is that unconditional love, it's a unconditional love is more of a feeling of acceptance and safety. Once again, unconditional love is more of a feeling of being accepted and of safety too. And I believe that this meaning would be like way more compatible to the argument that I was making earlier about what about our children, that we love our children unconditionally, right? So this statement would be more compatible with that, because even with our children, at the end of the day, it's for acceptance and it's for safety, right? Yes, for acceptance and it's for safety. So if unconditional love is a feeling of acceptance and safety, then what would be a good logical meaning for conditional love? Well, what I came up with was that um, conditional love deals with the lack of stability and trust. Once again, conditional love that deals with the lack of stability and trust. So anything that's based on conditions, that means that there's something about within that particular person. That particular person is insecure about some type of stability and some type of trust, not only with the person that they're dealing with, but actually within themselves as well. So they're looking for this other person to validate something that they should already have within themselves anyway, which is stability and which is trust. Because it's impossible to make someone be stable for you, if that make any sense. It's only you could have the ideal or the mindset to have trust and to have stability, right? Yeah, I paused for a reason, because I want y'all to think about that. Even when you just think about like even right now, when you look at different content creators that deal with this subject that we talk about, content creators such as the content creators such as Kevin Samuels, or any type of content creator that's with the manosphere or with the red pill movement, or we have other content creators such as Cynthia G, Nala Speaks, Tanya TKO, these type of content creators that deal with this subject. One of the main common denominators dealing with stability and dealing with trust. And they're on the men's side, the argument is that um, women are out there because they're looking for men to validate stability and validate trust for them, which is the term to my get in the bag comes from, right? So that's what they were saying. They said these modern day women, they're out there trying to look for these men to validate that for them. But on the men's side, it's more of the feeling of being accepted and or safety for the men's side. So you could perceive it like this: is that it appears that men are looking more towards unconditional love versus the women. It's more the men looking towards unconditional love, whereas the women are looking for more of a conditioned love. Let me say that again. It's more of it appears that more of the men are looking for unconditional love versus the women are looking for conditioned love. And this kind of make you think about this, right? Because when we think about it from the women perspective, right? Everything that the woman asks or require for a man to do is what? It's based on what? It's based on conditions, correct? It's based on stability, which they want to have the feeling that they can be stable with you, and it's based on trust. And this was where all this other type of things, which is for example, like cheating or all these other things come from, correct? But the men on the other hand don't think about things like that. The only thing that men are truly that's truly valuable to them, and I'm talking about relationship wise, is the feeling of being accepted and the feeling of safety, or safety could be security as well. And when I say security, I'm not talking about for as a financial perspective for as men. Security means that they know that the woman is gonna be there for them no matter what. Even if he were to lose his financial resources, they want the woman to be there for him. Then the whole part acceptance. Acceptance is equivalent to the biggest thing that men talk about, which is peace. But like I'm saying, I'm just giving y'all my perspective about this, just to kind of make y'all think. Just make y'all think about this and think about the mentality of both men and women dealing with conditional versus unconditional love. So if you take the time out to actually consider what I'm sharing with y'all today, you will honestly come up with this conclusion that men are truthfully are the one who do operate out of unconditional love versus the woman, whereas more so based out of conditions. Here's another point too that I want y'all to consider as well too. Throughout the woman's upbringing, depending on the type of parenting, and also depending on the type of upbringing that the woman is in, whether they live in either in a middle class household or wealthy household, whatever. One of the main common things is that a woman is taught that that the world owes them everything. Once again, the woman is taught that the world owes them everything. So everything in the world a woman is supposed to have. Everything. So as even being young, they're taught that. Then when they become older, that's when this is what is known as realistic expectations versus unrealistic expectations takes the place of what I'm talking about. So there are a lot of things that it becomes unrealistic expectation, and then the same said women they look for these things for the man to accomplish on their behalf. And if the man don't acquire all these certain type of things, then that's not a form of love for the woman. If the man is not stable physically, mentally, spiritually, then then in other words, that's not considered as love for the woman. It means that they are a man is lacking something. And so what do women do? In this case, they do what I've been preaching and talking about as well too, where a woman is a master manipulator, where they begin to manipulate situations. Not they don't do it. I believe in most cases when women operate in a master manipulation ways, I believe in most cases they do it um, wholeheartedly, not necessarily in a malicious intent, but if they woman really care about that man, I believe they have the best interest for that man. And so they operate in that, say to get the best possible situation, best possible results out of the situation that they're both in. And which I always say that there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes a woman through a woman being manipulative through their nature. Sometimes by them doing it, it actually helps that a man to evolve even more into his manhood. Because even then, sometimes as us being men, sometimes we be so what's the word I look for? Pragmatic. Yeah. Sometimes we be so pragmatic in our ways where we lose sight of other one possible solutions. Therefore, that woman sees a certain resort or see a certain solution, and she'll just do what she do best. Yeah, a woman does do what she do best. And yes, Jessica, you was taught that. I'm guaranteed that you were. You may not admit it, but you have. So also, I'm a as y'all know, I'm a father with boys and girls, and that's me being a better father. Of course, my daughter taught that, and they operate within that because it's part of their divine nature to be that way. But yeah, it is something that y'all want. I just want y'all just to think about and consider. Yeah, and I just suggest that, Jessica. I do. Yeah, as a father, I do. I don't take away of their divine nature at all because they're just part of their nature. But once again, like I always state, that it's nothing wrong with it, long as it's been used in a way to use in a positive way. But yeah, so my conclusion on this whole thing, that I just want y'all to consider, and keep in mind, this is Motivational Monday, by the way. I just want y'all to consider this. All right, those of you who are in relationships, or you're considered to be in a relationship, I just want y'all to take time out to just make sure that your whole belief system on love is beneficial, where it's going to benefit you in a positive way, but also it's going to benefit your significant other in a positive way as well, where it's not toxic, it's not controlling, it's free. It's very understanding. It's very long suffering. Well, what else? It's very kind. It's gentle when they need to be gentle, but at the same time, it's correction or accountability where correction and accountability is needed. In other words, it's a balance. Overall, on love, it's a balance where there's good in it, but also there's times where correction is needed within it as well. So on this motivational Monday, I just want y'all to just consider that. All right, consider the relationship that you're thinking about being in, or the relationship that you're actually in right now. To just really take the time out and make sure and reevaluate that, and make sure that this relationship is benefiting y'all, where it's cause always challenging y'all to do what's better for you, not only for you but better for each other. It's always challenging you to always evolve yourself. It's always challenging you to do what's best. And everything that's a part of it as well too, where there's time where love have to be physical. Allow it to be physical. There's times where love is not physical. Allow it to not to be physical. There's times where when it's all lovey dovey and it need to be. Allow it. There's times where it's not so lovey dovey. Allow it. There's times where y'all both want to be in each other's presence. Allow it. Then there's times where y'all don't want to be in each other's presences. Allow it. There's times where y'all be riding out for each other. Then there's times where you'll have moments where y'all argue and fight one another. But at the end of the day, allow it, because that's part of the human experience. It is up to you, even within all this, it's up to you to understand the situation, to forgive, to let things go. And if you're really for that person, allow things to be what it needs to be. Oh, and one last thing too that I also learned, and I'm also still learning this as well, is that you have to learn that even in love and the relationships, you cannot control love, nor you can't control the relationship or the person. Allow that person to be totally free. Allow that person to choose wherever it is that they want to choose. And it's up to you to either accept it or not. It's up to you to either walk with them or not. But it's up to you to allow that person to be free, because true love is freedom, period. It's freedom no matter what. You cannot make a person do things that you want them to do, because if that be the case, then it's not freedom. You could advise them. You do all this stuff, that's fine. But whatever choice they make, it's up to you to accept it and help, or accept it and let it go. That's the choice that you have. But to operate and controlling it, that's where all this toxic behavior is coming from. That's where they want relationships they get so toxic and narcissistic and all these other things that happen within a relationship is coming from. Just let it go. Just let it all go. Let me address some of these comments before I get off for here. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I agree. I agree on that as well. I mean, yeah, you can say that it's based on my opinion or perspective. You know what I'm saying? Everything I'm saying to y'all right now, it is based on my perspective, right? I'm not saying that it's absolute. I'm not saying that this is 100% facts. It's just based on how the way I perceive things, and that's it. Either you could choose to believe in what I say or not. If you believe in it, it's cool. If you don't, it's cool. But I'm just giving a different perspective or outlook, based on my personal experience of dealing with it. Yeah, that is interesting, by the way, Jessica. That's an interesting one perspective. And that is true too. I don't want. Yeah, I agree with you on that too. Some men do they do disrupt their own peace, but that's from my observation. The reason why them type of said men do that is because they're insecure within themselves. Yeah, why not? Because that's big caught, especially with your parents is a important part of parenting. Because I do that with my children. With my children, I do that with them. There's a time for that. Then there's a time for correction and accountability as well too. And I do all that. But that's all part of parenting. Yeah, that's all part of parenting. But yeah, once again, everybody, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I appreciate all the participation in it as well. Now, those of you who are participating in the this Valentine's Day today, y'all go ahead and enjoy this day, enjoy the holiday, enjoy spending this much needed time with your significant other, especially since we've been dealing with this C-19 thing and stuff, and now a lot of places are kind of open now where you really could get out and be out in the public again. So by all means, go enjoy yourself. Enjoy being out with each other. Enjoy the time spent and everything. Don't let no one take that away from you. No, don't let no one and their belief take that experience away from you. If that's something that you believe in, all right, enjoy it. Enjoy it the best way possible. But also at the same time, just while you doing your thing, and while some of y'all may post on social media or however way you do it, that's also at the same time just be kind of considerate to others as well too, because like I say, other people may have a traumatic experience about this holiday. So let's be considerate with that, you know. But yeah, other than that, go out and enjoy yourself, enjoy the time. As well, because I know for a fact that's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna enjoy the time, sicking out. I'm gonna enjoy this time spent with my wife and everything. So that's what we're gonna do. All right. So other than that, y'all continue to fight fate with faith, and I will see y'all on the next episode.
I don't care how long it take to get a op back. All my niggas outside, steak, bitch, we out back.